What's going on, guys? Tony Ivanov here with another video lesson, and today I'm going to talk about the three main stocks that ran today. I didn't place any trades today, unfortunately. It's not a bad thing. There was just no real good setups that I could find. So I'm just going to talk about these three main stocks that you could have played, how you could have played them, and how you could have profited on those trades. But first, I want to say Happy New Year to everyone. I hope everyone had a great time doing whatever they were on New Year's, whether it be drinking, partying, and even studying. A lot of my students were actually staying home studying to prepare for the new year, which I think is just a really smart idea. Start out 2018 right, stay consistent, start studying, watch all my video lessons, join my course, join my chat room. It's a new year for everyone, and there's no reason why 2018 cannot be your year of becoming a consistent, profitable day trader. If you didn't know, every single day I give away $25 to the random commenter of the previous video lesson, so I'm gonna do that right now. Have the URL already loaded up, so let's just see who wins this. So if you're wondering how you can win this free 25 bucks, all you have to do is leave a like on this video, leave a comment down below, and also leave a subscription and hit that notification button as well, because then you're notified whenever I make a new video, and then you can leave that first comment and, you know, have your chances of winning the 25 bucks. So Hussein, yeah, the market was really weird at the end of this year, and it was pretty weird this morning too. I'm gonna talk about exactly what happened, but you won the 25 bucks, so give me 1 second to copy his information and send it away. So 1 second. Alright, so there's the $25 being sent to Hussein. Congratulations once again, and Happy New Year. Hopefully you invest that money, and I want to see that money turn into 2,500. Totally possible. So one more thing I want to talk about is another student of mine who took my penny stock mastery course around 4 months ago, right when it came out, and he actually decided to trade cryptocurrencies using the same patterns and strategies that I teach in my course. His reasoning for this was because when trading crypto, you don't have to deal with the PDT rule, and there's just less regulations in general. You can use your money, and there's less fees per trade, especially using Binance. If you want to try out trading on Binance, I have a link down below. You can click it, join it. You put some Bitcoin in it, and then you can trade all the different altcoins. I'm actually doing that as well. I've turned a $1,000 account into around $1,600. I'm going to start a little series of how to day trade cryptocurrency, because I know a lot of people would like to trade when the market's closed, and there's some really great opportunities right now. So I'm going to be making more videos on that. I'm planning on making 2 videos a day, probably starting tomorrow. I'm going to see if I can get that done. I'm going to make a video in the morning recapping my penny stock trades, and then a video at night recapping my cryptocurrency plays of that day. So if you guys like that idea, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you want to see that. If not, then I won't do it. This channel is made for you guys. I make all this content to help you guys learn, and I only want to do what helps you guys learn. So, but yeah, no, he turned $1,200 into over $5,000 by using the same strategies in my mentorship program. It's the first link down below if you want to join it. So today there was only 3 main runners. It was BURG, LTEA, and CHCI, and they were all around the morning time. BURG, as you can see here, was a pre-market spiker, and just take a quick guess. What do you think this spike happened because of? Well, of course it happened because of news, but it happened because of blockchain news. I'm actually very surprised that the blockchain news is still working. It seemed like at the end of last year, last Friday, it didn't look like it was working out that well at all. News isn't showing up for me. Let me get it on my chat room. They deploy blockchain technology. Basically, they're just deploying blockchain tech. That's basically what's happening. Not really big news, but people see the blockchain word, the blockchain keyword, and buy it up. So main way to play this is you have to be up at 5 a.m. If you're on the West Coast, which I'm going to try and do because I am tired of missing these news plays. I keep seeing them every single day. So I'm going to be up early tomorrow. I'm going to start going to bed earlier because I do have to do these live stream trades now. So yeah, basically with this one, it had a huge spike in pre-market, faded all morning at the market open. Here's the key signal that you have to look for. How it makes a low. One thing is that it finds the perfect support at $4, that nice round mental resistance of $4, and then bounces up to around $4.50, stops there, comes back down, makes a higher low at around $4.20. At the market open, it surges up in volume and it breaks this small resistance. Now usually I don't trade these type of plays because there's still all this resistance in pre-market and they usually do not run that far, but this one was an exception. Like I saw this one happening, I called it out in my chat room, but I said I don't want to trade it because it's not my pattern. It's not my breakout over pre-market highs pattern that I trade so well. So I didn't want to force any trades, especially going into the new year. I didn't want to have the bad habits happening in the new year, so I'm only trading my pattern. So because of that, I watched this one run without me. It ran over $1 per share without me, which, you know, sucks, but you have to respect your rules. You have to respect your discipline. You cannot just trade whatever you want. You cannot just trade whatever is moving. You have to just, you buy and sell only when you know it's right. And I didn't know it was right here. So one signal that you could have used is, one, this higher low that it made, two, how it's holding the Bollinger Band. One thing I've been using recently is the middle Bollinger Band line. So this blue line right here, whenever the price action is below this line, it means that the stock is bearish. Whenever it's above it, it means it's bullish, and you can see it very often acts like support and resistance for these plays. So in this section right here, when it's transitioning from bearish into bullish, it's going to cross over that middle Bollinger Band line, hit the top of the Bollinger Band, come back down, test that middle line as support. If it holds it as support, that means it has officially changed from the bearish to bullish, and that can lead to some very nice runs. If you bought inside of that dip, you would have been up over $1 per share easily. No, just about $1 per share actually. I was wrong earlier. This is like half $1 per share, which is still great profits to be made. But then you can see right afterwards it got way too overextended. It was popping out of the Bollinger Bands and it just faded off all day and didn't go anywhere but down. After that, LTEA popped up. This is Long Blockchain Corp. They changed their ticker symbol, and not the symbol, the name of the company. Even though they make iced tea, they're now going into blockchain. Pretty crazy stuff, but this was uptrending all day. And the thing with this morning is that nothing was popping up on my scanners, nothing was popping up inside my chat room traders scanners as well, and this one just ran without us. It went from the 5s over 6, and then here's when I noticed it finally, when it broke over $6. But at that point it seemed like it was overextended, so I didn't want to buy into it. But that's right when everyone else saw it as well, so it spiked up even further, went up to $7, got halted. Outside of the halt, it spiked up, but then you can see these two large top wicks. Whenever you see these two large top wicks, that means it's way overbought, and it cannot handle these levels. It cannot sustain these levels. It tried going up there, but then it just got slapped right back down, sold into that spike, and then it just downtrended and really just crashed further. The reason why this one ran was because they had news as well of them having some new, the people who were on their the board of directors today, after adding 2 board members. So then after this one, we had one more spiker too, CHCI. This was just a low float random CHCI. This was just a random stock. They had no news, but I believe the reason why this one ran is because nothing else was running. So once this one started to move up, everyone took notice, and it just exploded in volume. I actually had one trader who got in this candle when here it had only like 30,000 shares traded the entire day. You can see this spike happened at 9:54 a.m. So around 24 minutes after the market opened, only had like 30,000 shares traded on the day. It spiked up really fast, got halted. And by the way, the reason why these stocks get halted is because they move up over 10% in around 5 minutes, I believe what the parameter is. So if you're in a spiker and you're noticing that, okay, this is moving really fast, you can use that to your advantage. Wait until it gets halted, and then you can sell after the halt into that large spike that always happens post halt. Excuse me. I didn't want to trade post halt here just because I never do trade post halts. I always try to, my main plan is always you get in before the halt and then sell into the post halt spike, but here it would have been okay to do so just because it was on really low volume. Here at this point it had probably 120,000 shares traded on the day, which is really nothing. And then you can see it spiked up even further, hit as high as $3.87. But you can see after this second halt, looks very like LTEA, where it left the halt, spiked up, couldn't hold those gains, and just crashed down. Some other ones that I was noticing were doing really good today were the marijuana plays that I made a watch list of 2 videos ago. If you haven't seen that video, highly recommend you do so. It's one of my most popular videos, actually. It has over 2,000 views. And it's for good reason. There's some really good picks on there. You can see every single stock on that watch list today was green. POTN up 70%. I didn't even see this one. Oh my gosh. POTN up 70% on the day. Yep. Look at this breakout. Just clear sky breakout over $12.50. And then just is rocketing up. Same with MSRT. Same thing. Had this nice breakout over 67 cents. Rocketed up to $1. BUDZ, CNBX, every single stock on that watch list is green. So take note. If you want this watch list, you have to go into the video lesson 2 days ago, or not 2 days ago, 2 videos ago, and I copied a list of all these stocks. Or you can just, you know, pause this video, write all these down, and put it in your own watch list. Keep watching these because California legalized recreational marijuana, so I suspect a lot of money to be moving into this sector, and these are going to be seeing a lot more gains than they already have. BUDZ, POTN, MSRT, CNBX, ACBFF. I'm going to go through some of these tonight, see which ones are coming up on the breakout that hasn't happened yet, but every single one is green. That's actually pretty awesome to see. Don't ignore the sector. Don't ignore the where the money is flowing. It's leaving the blockchain sector, and now I believe this next month or so we're going to be seeing some great gains in the marijuana sector. So those are my thoughts for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video lesson. If you did, leave a like, leave a subscription, and also if you want a chance to win 25 bucks, leave a comment down below. And with that being said, it's a new year, so just remember that it only takes one pattern, one consistent strategy to turn you into a profitable trader. My consistent pattern right now is breakout of free market highs, and I'm going to use that pattern to hopefully get myself a Ferrari F430. I'm going for a manual shifter too. It's not a brand new Ferrari, It's probably gonna be like 2006, 2007, 2008 maybe, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. It's a new year. I have some big plans for my community of traders, so if you want to tag along, leave a subscription because we have a lot ground to cover as far as YouTube goes. So with that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow.